My condolences to the families and to those who have lost their loved ones in the ongoing terrorist attack and tribulations on the Church of God, the Christians in Nigeria. And I pray that the good God will give all of them the fortitude to bear this loss because it's too much. And this is very disheartening. It's very saddening. I've been so unhappy since I saw these things and since these things has been happening. And I have been concerned, asking God, that's for how long will this be? When will God arise for us? Because he said we should not fight. The battle belongs to him. Or does he want us to fight this? This requires us as Christians coming together to seek the face of God, to ask, to know what to do in situations like this. This is not a time to be divided. This is not a time to be quiet. This is a time to come together because this has been going on for a while. It's not like a slap it's not to our face, but it's an insult to the God we serve. Because these people do these things with the mindset of nothing will happen. What would their God do? Their God cannot defend them. We know that our God it's the all-wise God. It's a God that does his own thing differently from us. Even in the midst of this whole thing, a thought came to me that maybe God knows, because he's the master planner, because he's always right. He always does his thing at the right time. Maybe it's not the right time. But what about the people dying? Maybe it's not the time for him to manifest his power. But the pain is too much. If this continues soon, a lot of people will not be proud to say they are Christians. And I've been telling God that, please, it's time, because we can't really fight for ourselves. And the government, those who are supposed to defend us, are doing nothing about this. It looks like they are doing nothing. I know the president said he was depressed, but that is not what we need at this time. We need action. We need accountability. But who knows? Who knows where the dead are even going to? I ask myself these things sometimes. Maybe it's just like, we don't know a lot of things. God knows why we are crying here. Maybe those people are going to a better place. Maybe those people are coming back to him, Just as a parent, when your child is watching one horror movie or thinking that, oh, he has lost this is going to hurt him. But you yourself, the parents, that that's just a movie. But the child doesn't know. Maybe we as children of God, we don't know. But God knows. That's why it looks like it's paining us and God is quiet. Because I really don't think that God is not, God does not really care about our pain. He cares. He cares, yes. He cares about our pain. He cares about what we go through. So for him to have been quiet for this time, for this whole long time, I don't understand. And I am making this video is like a sort of thinking out loud. And I will really appreciate if people who knows better can, throw more light on this, or can, explain more at the comment section. Let it be a section of this, like a discussion section, where people can contribute and say what they think about this whole issue. And the second thing is about our Christian leaders, our great men of God. Oh, my daddy, this is not like critics. This video is not to criticize. It's not like to condemn. But the question is, we all look up to you. I am a strong believer. And I believe in some of the things God used our pastors in Nigeria to do. Like the Bible. The Bible is like a guide to us towards this Christianity, this Christ-like life. And from the Bible and what we read in the Bible, in those days, God said the government will rest on the shoulder of the church. So what is happening now? Why does it look like the church doesn't have any say? All the great men of God, some of them are not speaking or taking any action. That comes to the question. Like in those days, I can remember, I read my Bible, Elijah, Elisha, all the prophets in the Bible, they command so much authority and power. They said things. Only Elijah said there will be no rain in a whole country for 3 years. There was no rain until he prayed otherwise. Until he asked God for rain and rain came. Only him slaughtered how many prophets of Baal? Only him in 2 Kings chapter 1. When the king of Samaria sent to consult from Baal, and he said, why do you do that? Is it that there is no prophet in Israel? And then he said that he will not come down from that bed. I think it's King Ahaziah. And the king sent his troop with 50 armies to get Elijah. And the man of God saw them and said, if I be a man of God, and fire fell and killed them. They all died. You can imagine a whole squad of 50 soldiers died. The second troop, the same thing, until the last one pleaded for his life. Then Elijah went with him. So many miracles that a man of God will come out and say it, and it happens like that. Is it in the case of the Shunammite woman? Is it in the case of the wife of the prophet who died? A lot. So the question is it that God have not sent us the deliverer? Or has he sent it and that person does not care, doesn't want to do it? Where is all the things we read in the Bible about God's power? This is the time for us to see, the time for the manifestation of God's power, to show his children that he's for us. And I know God is for us. But who did he send? Has he sent someone? I've been asking. Because he said he's the same God yesterday, today, and forever. He never changed. His power is still the same, like it was in the time of Elijah and Elisha. So what happened? Is that power not available, that our great men of God can come and speak or inquire from God what we should do? Or do they know something and they refuse to tell us? This is really, it's really saddening. It's scary. The people are living in fear. I know some people may think it's not to them, it can't happen to them, but who knows tomorrow? If we keep quiet, that means nobody is safe. I don't know. I was saying this, asking, interacting with God, because that's how I do. He said we should come. Let's commune with him, speak. He's our Father. He hears us. And then he put a question through the Holy Spirit in my heart, that I should go and study the lives of these great servants. And I was like, I don't know. But I know that Elijah is a very serious man, a one-man squad. He didn't marry. He didn't have children. He was so focused on God. Is that where we missed it? Is it where the servants of God missed it? Is there something we are not doing right? I need answers. And I will appreciate if somebody can help with these questions in my mind. Thank you very much.